pronounce my last name. It's Minichino.
Minichino?
Yeah.
Okay, Minichino. And we're actually live right now. So it's Geek to Geek number 16. And today I have Melanie Minichino here. And Melanie is a super talented actress. And I'm just so excited to meet her and to have her on the show. And guys, feel free to ask questions. And I see my boo 8-Bit Eric in the chat. 8-Bit Eric, hi!
Oh, hey!
I interrupt these streams sometimes, Melanie, to say hi to the viewers. So please forgive me for that.
I like it. I'll say hi too. So,
Melanie, tell everyone watching about yourself, just like the 4-on-1, all that great stuff.
Okay, yeah. So I'm a New York native, but I'm also Italian and Latin, and I've been in LA for about 7 years now. I started voiceover about, 10 years ago or so. I totally fell into it. I primarily was an on-camera actor, and then voiceover kind of took over, and I found to be the most fun anyone can ever have. So I'm trying to stick with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if you talk to anyone in voiceover, it's just the most fun.
I've talked to several people, Kay Bess and Sissy Jones, and they both just gush about it so much.
Kay Bess is great. She has a podcast too.
I know. I've actually listened to it, and I actually listened to the episode you were on. Being a stalker. And it was
I haven't listened to it because I'm nervous to listen to it. So I'll just let it live there in the world.
I always get nervous. Like I can't even bear to do it, but I hate editing my YouTube videos and watching myself back. It's like, oh my gosh, no.
I know it's hard, but eventually you get used to it, I'm sure.
I'm still not used to it, and I've been doing YouTube, I think, 5 years, and my channel's still small, but it's okay. It's cool. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all about your passion. It's your passion.
And one of my loyal viewers, Robert Payne's here, and he's saying hi to both of us. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert. What's up?
And guys, feel free to ask questions to either me or Melanie if you want to, because I'll get awkward and eventually not be able to speak. So you guys help me out a lot.
I doubt that.
Oh, trust me, I have some issues.
Well, so far you're not awkward. I'll call you out though. You do the same for me.
Good. Okay. Deal, sister. And you are the promo voice for Disney Junior, correct?
That's right. Yeah, I moved to LA for that job, and so I'm the voice on the channel that's basically brainwashing all children across America on what to watch and when to watch it and where to catch it. So it's been such a blessed job for me because it's regular, and I've been now the voice for 7 years, so I can really connect with the kiddies. I'll tell you that.
That's awesome. I'm sure my baby cousin has heard your voice because he watches a ton of TV, so I'm sure he has heard your voice.
For sure, yeah. A lot of kids ask me to do the voice, like, oh, can you do the voice? I'm like, guys, it's not a character, it's just a promo voice. It's like, it's really boring, kids. But then I'll so I usually then just say no.
And I was gonna actually mention something, but I don't know if you're comfortable with it.
Go for it.
Well, you have a daughter. I was just wondering, has she heard your voice on TV or?
So my daughter is only 2, and now she gets it kind of, but so we explain to her that's mommy's voice, and now she thinks that I'm the voice on every single channel.
Oh.
So she'll just be like, mommy's voice, and I'm like, I wish I was all over on every single channel, but yeah, she kind of gets it a little bit. We Spider-Girl on Disney XD.
I was about to say, her mommy is a superhero.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. So now her relatives will send her Spider-Girl costumes and stuff like that. So she thinks she's Spider-Girl, and that's what she was for this past Halloween. But it's pretty cute. She calls it Fighter Girl because she can't say Spider-Girl.
I've actually stalked her Instagram and seen her.
Oh, yeah.
Not creepy at all. She is adorable.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, her curls are delightful.
God.
Guys, I'm a sucker for kids. Okay, let me gush over a child real quick.
Do you want to babysit mine? You can babysit her whenever you want. Just fly over here and just take care of her, please.
I would totally do it, but you're making it sound like she's a handful.
No, she is a handful, but she's a good kid. But how can you not be a handful? Her parents are smart. I know. We're really dramatic, so it's a dramatic household.
That would just be my dream to have creative parents and just being in that environment.
What do your parents do? Is that a weird question for me to ask? I'm curious.
No, it's not. My parents are actually divorced right now, and my parents are they're totally different from me. They're very conservative, and my dad works at General Electric, and my mom she can't work right now because she has lupus. So I've definitely just like become interested in all this stuff because of my uncle. Really, like video games and movies and all this kind of stuff was my uncle's doing.
Cool.
And I'm very much more like him and more like my mom than I am like my dad. Which I'm not saying anything bad. That's just kind of my story.
That's just it.
I do kind of feel like an anachronism sometimes because I'm just like, I don't know who to connect with here.
Well, you just connect with yourself, I guess. Some kids, I feel like they're just like totally opposite from their parents, and they just like, they just go a totally different direction, which is, which is good.
No, like no one else in my family does YouTube or anything like that, and like there are other people in my family that have tattoos, but I think I have the most out of anyone in the family.
Really?
Yeah, I have 3 currently. So
you fit in well out here. Everyone in LA has tattoos.
Oh, I know. I've been to LA a couple times, and I just love it there. I love the atmosphere. Like, I have social anxiety a lot. Like in my hometown, but if I go to LA, it's gone for some reason.
Yeah, you can start fresh. You can be whoever you want to be.
Like, I just love it there. The weather, it's just so beautiful. There's so much to do. Just love it. I want to go back so bad.
Come, we will welcome you with open arms.
Yay! And Robert Payne wants to know, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving was good. I actually went to Baja, which is another great thing about living in LA. It's a 3-hour drive, and so you just cross over the border and you're in Baja, Mexico, and it's super fun. So I spent my Thanksgiving in Mexico. Not very American of me, but what can you do?
I very much spent my Thanksgiving alone, so that sounds miles better than mine.
You could have come to Baja with us next time.
Okay, because I didn't know you then, so it would have been weird. But
yeah, that might have been weird if you just like showed up and you're like, we're supposed to do a podcast, and so that might have been weird. You're right. I'm glad you didn't do that. Thanks for not writing me out.
Pierre Kelly says LA is better than Alabama. I agree. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've been to Alabama before, Melanie.
I can't say. I don't know. I've never been.
There's not tons to do here. Like, we have a beach that's about 6 hours from me, but it's a nightmare to get to.
That sounds
Other
fun.
than that, not a lot. There's the Space and Rocket Center, but other than that, not a lot.
You gotta be really into science.
Yeah, which I do like science fiction, but I'm not like into like science.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
The heavy
science. Yeah.
The heavy duty stuff.
Yeah, it's not my strong suit either.
Like, I can deal with time travel and all this kind of stuff, but actual science,
no thanks.
No.
So something's got to be going out in Alabama. There's a lot of people that live out there. Something good's got to be happening.
What's really popular here is football, and I do not like sports at all. So, again, I'm an outlier.
Yeah, me too. I don't even understand how it works. So I'll make pretend.
Everyone here, like, one of the first things they say to you if they don't know you is, who do you root for, Alabama or Auburn? And I'm like, neither. I don't care. And they're like, well, you better learn. I'm like, you just tell me what to do. Don't sass me. I hate when people tell me what to do, and especially when they're like, you better learn to love football. I'm like, don't you tell me.
Like,
don't you tell me to do that.
Why do I have to learn that? There's no purpose for that in my life.
I usually just start talking about movies or video games or something, and then they get weirded out and walk away, so it's fine.
Okay, well, I think it's clear. It's clear where you need to be.
I know, it's so obvious to me, too. I'm just like, how do I get there?
Well, you book a plane ticket, get on the plane, and then get off, and then you're here.
I wish it was that simple for me. One day. I
have the faith.
Robert says if he could, he would have flown me out to Connecticut for Thanksgiving. I've never been to Connecticut.
Connecticut is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot like LA. No. Stop.
I was gonna be like, really?
Well, that's very nice of him. Do you know this man?
He's a very loyal viewer. Like, he comments on most of my videos. He asks really awesome questions for my Q&A videos I do. Like, he's on most of my live streams. Like, he's like one of the best viewers I have, which all my viewers are amazing.
That's awesome. So maybe you should take him up on his offer next time.
Maybe I should. And also, I see someone who is from Scotland, which I'm very much obsessed with Scotland. I have an Outlander obsession. Have you ever seen Outlander?
I never saw it.
Okay, it's very, very like mature, but
What
I
does
am
that,
obsessed
what
with
does
it.
that mean? What does mature mean? Is it porn?
Well, it's got a lot of people say so. I think it's artistic. It's not like gratuitous. It's very well done. But there's also like the main character's a surgeon, so you see a lot of surgeries and stuff like that going on.
Okay.
So it's like it's on Stars, so that tells you it's pretty much everything's going to be seen. Like
Got it.
there's everything, but it's
Full
just
frontals.
so well done. Yeah, for both genders too. So it's just there's a lot going on. But the life and times of Steve said he was. I'm assuming he was from Scotland. I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're from Scotland. Ah,
That's awesome that someone from Scotland is watching.
I know. Like, I didn't know that, and now I know that, and I'm like, ah. I freak out every time.
What's up, Scotland?
I know. I've never been out of the country, so every time like someone from a different country comes on a live stream or on my videos, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
That's so cool because you never know. You could just that could be like that could be your soulmate. I don't know if you're involved already, but I'm just saying.
I'm not. I'm wearing a fake engagement.
I was gonna say.
I see. I was trying to freak people out. Like I was trying to get people to ask. I'm just like, no one's gonna ask because it's.
Well, I'm asking. And there you go. Now people will know.
Guys, if you want any ideas,
that's what you're looking for. That's the size.
Yeah. Like this.
You heard it here first. That's the size Alyssa wants.
Yep. So, going back to video games and how you're a voice actress, do you play video games or are you just like into the voice acting part of it?
I have to say, and I think this is going to be really disappointing to a lot of people, that I don't play video games whatsoever.
That's fine.
I think my extent of gaming is the last video game I played. Well, I played a video game that I was in, and I died in like literally probably like a minute, and that was Sunset Overdrive. I was like, oh, I died, and then I stopped playing, and then Super Mario Brothers original.
Oh, I'm bad at the Mario games, so don't feel bad about that either.
No, I'm talking about the one where you blow the game and you put it in there to make it work. Duck Hunt status.
Yeah, I never got to play one of those games because my uncle raised me up to be a PlayStation girl, which I have branched out to Xbox and Nintendo now, but I never got to play an NES or an SNES or anything like that, so I never had that opportunity.
Okay.
But I have tried like some more of the modern day Mario games, the 2D ones, and I am terrible at them. Just terrible.
Yeah, I probably would be too, I think.
Like, I don't know. I'm good at like shooters and RPGs and stuff, but platforming games. No bueno.
Yeah, I could play Pac-Man.
I'm good at Pac-Man too. My mom used to make me play Pac-Man with her all the time. Like, we had the Namco Museum for PlayStation 1, and it had Pac-Man on it, and she would make me play it with her. Like, we'd switch the controller back and forth.
I love that.
Basically the only game she would play would be Pac-Man. She still to this day is like, can we play Pac-Man?
It's
I'm like,
classic.
okay.
She likes to be classic. I don't like when everyone has the controllers and are all doing all the tricks and stuff. And I'm lost. I'm completely lost. I need like 2 buttons, like the up, down, right, left, and go.
I'm used to the controller, but I'm not like the best gamer ever. Like, if you try to play me in a multiplayer game, people cream me because I'm used to just playing by myself. So I'm not the best player ever, but I know my way around the controller. But I just got into it.
Sounds like you're better than me.
And I'm having a little trouble because like the X, Y, all that is different on every single controller. And like I just got the Switch yesterday, and I was playing Breath of the Wild. I'm like, oh, I'm pushing the wrong buttons.
Why are they switching it up on you like that? Yeah.
I know. Like,
no, I get it.
People put the buttons in the same place on every controller. Jeez. Anyway,
it's like yeah. Well, so sorry to say I'm not really a gamer, but I can appreciate the art form, and I enjoy being the voices in the games.
That seems like it'd be super fun.
Yeah, I don't think I have the patience to play because I feel like you have to really, sit there for a while.
Oh yeah, a lot of games are multiple hours, so it definitely requires patience and time. Like, I don't even play as much as I want to because I'm trying to juggle a bunch of other stuff at the same time. I'm like, no.
Yeah, what about when people are watching other people play? You really got to have a lot of time there, huh?
Yeah, like occasionally I'll live stream a game, but I'm like, I'm always afraid I'm gonna screw up when I'm playing, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, she's not a real gamer."
What if you
Ah,
did it? What if like there a channel where you can watch people play naked? There's
I
got to
don't.
be.
I'm sure there is. I have not looked looked that up.
Sounds like it would be very
Someone's
popular.
gonna look that up now. Someone is definitely gonna look that up now. I'm
I think
sure somewhere.
I think that's a great idea. I mean, I wouldn't be participate, but I think that would do really well.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you make a lot of money doing it if you like if anyone started. Well, not anyone, but like
Not anyone. I wouldn't go that far.
oh, we do actually have a couple of questions. Peter Kelly wants to know: Were you a fan of Spider Girl?
Before playing her?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, yes. So I actually didn't know a lot about Spider-Girl because she's never really been featured on screen. This was kind of her first time being on. I know there's been like little things here and there, but not in a major way. So I didn't know much about her. Obviously, I knew a lot about Spider-Man in that world. So no, I didn't know a lot. But obviously, when I got the part, I did lots of research on her, and she's got lots of history in the comics and everything. But it was kind of cool for me because I got to create her,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have anyone else to reference, which is a good thing, I think, because it doesn't like mess you up and how you want what direction you want to go in. So I really enjoyed that, and now people when they Google Spider Girl, will see me.
It's really cool. Like that would be my dream to be like a superhero. Just so cool.
Yeah, especially now when like there's lots of with Wonder Woman and us needing more women to be superheroes.
Oh yeah.
We just need more women, I think, in every cartoon, every animated series, every TV show, video games. We need more women to be leaders instead of it's nice to have men too, but I think we're outweighed a little bit, especially now.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Yeah. So whenever I'm like in a recording booth and there's like 10 guys and 2 girls, I'm like, come on, we need more ladies. We need more ladies.
Definitely.
But it's hard also in a show like Spider-Man or Batman or these shows that it's male heavy. So I'm happy to be one of the ladies in there.
It's a huge honor, I think.
Yeah, totally. Because then like, now Quinn, or my daughter, her name's Quinn, can, look up to me, and if she's into animated series, I don't know if she's into cartoons and stuff, she can be like, my mom's a Spider Girl, and then I'll inspire her to also take charge, be a superhero herself.
I mean, she's already basically like a little mini supermodel, so
there's actually a picture of her on I think my Instagram account in a Spider-Man costume, in a Spider-Girl costume.
I think I saw that, and she was just so cute.
Yeah,
and I saw her in her little overalls, and she looked so sad.
Oh, the coverall. Oh yeah. She's sad because because I'm really mean to her. No, I'm kidding. No, she's a cutie. So yeah. So to answer your question, no, I didn't know much about her, but now I do.
And then Robert Payne wants to know who your biggest inspiration has been.
As far as it's kind of, you mean as a whole, or they've got I have so many people that I look up to. Like I don't know. I mean, as far as voiceover goes, I think that when I see women who are in voiceover and have just like 500 credits.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of the women that K-Bess interviews on her podcast, and I'm just like, all those women inspire me to just be like, oh my gosh, I need to do better. I need to keep getting better and keep working because that is amazing. So whenever I see women who are really killing it in this business, I'm inspired.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but I like to lean more towards comedy. So whenever I see, when I was a little girl, my biggest inspiration was Lucille Ball. I just loved Lucy.
Oh, me too.
So she's the best. And so, women like that, and men too, but we're talking about women here.
Yeah, women power, woman power,
yeah.
Women power, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, no one really specifically.
And speaking of like K-Best and stuff, you were also a voice in Agents of Mayhem, along with
That's
Sissy
right.
Jones and a bunch of other
Yep.
women. Like, what was that like?
It was awesome because a lot of times video games they don't record for like, they'll record for 6 months or something like that. But we got to record Agents of Mayhem for like over 2 years. And that was awesome because we got to really just like kind of become a family. And the character that I played was, again, like a really strong Latina, badass fighter. And it's just so much fun to not play like a typical kind of damsel in distress. So I really liked going into the sessions. I walked out, with my chest a little bit puffier. And there's some really great, like everyone in that game are just all such talented voiceover artists. There's a lot of us. They actually had a rap party and invited everyone, which is not really a normal thing to do. And you get to see like, oh my God, you're in this game and you're in this game. And everyone's just like heavy hitters. So it's pretty, from what I've seen of that game, it's pretty good. And I like that. Well, my character was like released way before the game was released. She was it was Fortune and then the 2 other guys. Mm-hmm. And so I felt pretty cool.
That is cool. Really, really cool. Yeah. By the way, speaking of Agents of Mayhem, did you know that your name is in a British film magazine?
No.
It is. It's in this edition of Empire.
What?
And let me find it. I have a bookmark here. They did a review for Agents of Mayhem, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but your name is in the cast list.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I swear I wasn't creeping on you. I was just reading the magazine. I'm like, oh my gosh, Melanie's name is in here.
That is so cool. Wait, what's the magazine?
It's Empire, and this is the October 2017 issue.
I love it.
So your name is in here.
That is so
cool.
I
was like, I have to tell her that.
Yeah, that's so cool. I would have never known that. How would I have known?
I know, unless you read British film magazines like me. No. That's basically all I read.
No, I don't read. I don't know how to read. No, I'm just kidding. No. I don't know. I never learned. They have to read me my lines to me. No. That's so cool. See, that's the awesome thing about video games, I think, is that the community is so large that you just like, you have fans all around the world, and people really know who you are without, like you're not recognizable in the street, which I think would be really hard. So it is cool that people recognize you.
And I was just thinking, like, there's so many people in the cast of Agents of Mayhem too, and it's so cool that you're the one that's listed. Like,
who else is listed on there? How many characters?
They didn't actually say the characters' names. They just have the actors' names listed. I'm trying to find it, guys. Bear with me. They have, is it Charisse Booth?
I don't know.
Mark Allen Stewart, Melanie
Minichino,
you got it. And Sally Safieri.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are all the names listed. So there's 3 women and 1 man listed.
Woo!
So they're very, very progressive.
That is very cool. Yeah, that game got a lot of hype. I mean, I think, because Saints Row and everything, they put so. Have you played it at all or seen it?
I haven't played Agents of Mayhem. I want to, but I've seen clips from it. I have played the Saints Row games, and I love those to death. So
yeah, they're like so. Yeah, they're so like vibrant and colorful, and the music is just like, I think they did a really good job all around on that.
Themselves, they're just not afraid to break down walls, go there. They're just so much fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of cursing.
Yes, there is,
which is fun.
A lot of cool weapons in the games. Just
a lot of cool weapons. Yeah.
And I have to get this game eventually because I have so many friends now that are in the voice cast.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Now now when you're playing, you feel like you know them all.
I know. It's just I have to do it. And the Life and Times of Steve wants to know, how do you get into voice acting?
Well, so like any other art form, and probably what you're doing too, there's no step by step. I think, first you do this, then you do this, then you do this. But I think a good way to start is by taking a class at wherever he's from. But usually, if you're in New York or LA, you can take a class, and that's a good start to see if you even like it. And then from there, just start listening and seeing what you gravitate towards too. And then honestly, I mean, if you want to do animation or video games, you got to be here. You got to be in LA at least to start. And then when you become big and famous, then you can move wherever you want in the world.
Yeah. Like I've done. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say I've done a few like voice acting things like free of charge, and they're nothing like what you do, but it's just.
But that's a start. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you then you can see if you like it or not at least, because it is just like any other career. If you want to do it, you just have to be really committed, and it takes a long. I always tell people like don't expect to make money for like 1 to 2 years.
Oh, I know. Like a lot of people think you instantly just get rich doing this kind of stuff. And it's like no. And it's
competitive. It's a lot of work. It's competitive. There's so much auditioning that you're doing every day that you're not getting paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So, which are lots of hours, and then when you do book that one job, you're like, oh, well, that paid off, and then you really enjoy it, and then you it's up and down, just like with anything else. But I always tell people like just make sure you really love it because it's not easy. It's really not just talking.
No, not at all. And like it's funny, the parts that I've been cast for are like most of them have been like evil parts.
Well, so what's that say about you, Alyssa?
I know, like they're just like, can you laugh like a maniac?
That's awesome.
Can you speak in a demon voice? I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And sometimes it takes me a couple of times to get my voice down that low.
Yeah, but that's awesome. That's not an easy thing to do.
I know. I'm like, why do I keep getting cast? But I'm like, I'm not complaining. I actually really enjoy it. But I'm like, what does that say about me?
that is awesome though. That's a talent. I can't really do a demon voice.
I don't know how I do it. Like I probably couldn't do it right now. Like
I won't ask you. I won't ask you. I know what it's like. I won't ask you. But yeah, that's what I would say. I would say, yeah, practice your demon voice and then you're good.
A lot of times, as Steve says, they are lucky enough to have Rockstar Games in Edinburgh. Is it? I always have trouble saying that. Is it Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
I don't know. Am I saying it right?
Like, I wanted to develop a Scottish accent. I'm trying hard. It's not working. I can't do any accents, like, besides my own.
Well, you just have to work on it.
Yeah.
I bet you can.
One day I'm going to. One day. I keep saying that. One day, though. One day.
One day.
That's not good enough.
That's not good enough. It has to be right now.
I need people to, like, push me and kick me in the butt and be like, you're going to do this, Alyssa. Because I'm not getting support anywhere else.
Why don't you ask one of those little guys behind you? Maybe you can get them all to hold you accountable.
Okay, Funko Pops, hold me accountable.
Yeah, okay. You just put them in a circle. Well, you're committed to this. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I love doing YouTube. Even if I don't have a bajillion subscribers or get a lot of views or anything like that, I love just being in front of a camera and talking and editing and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just, I love it. And yeah, it sucks, like, when a video doesn't do well, like when it doesn't get a lot of views or your subscriber count doesn't go up or it goes down or whatever, but I do this because I love it. Like, I actually have to hide my eyes from seeing the view count or my subscriber count now because I'll drive myself crazy.
You can't do that, yeah.
Because, yeah, so right now, like, I don't know how many subscribers I have. I don't know how many views my videos get. I'm just, like, best. Which I'm planning on doing a little revamp next year, maybe, hopefully, on my YouTube channel, if I can pull it off. But not, like, too radical or anything. But,
yeah, I had a YouTube show for like a couple of years. It's called where I played my dad. I dressed up as my dad. It's called The Maurizio Show. And I started it kind of like, whatever, this sounds like fun. And then it was like really funny. And then we did a bunch of episodes and I don't know, I found it hard because you do want to be like, oh, how many likes and how many subscribers and what are the taglines? And you get like, you have to be in it and you have to post a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I found that hard, but it was really fun. I mean, I had the most fun when I was doing that.
Like, I actually found that channel and watched some of the videos, and all of your
Did you?
commenters are so nice. They're like, "This is my favorite channel. I love this character." Like, and you did such a good job, so
Oh,
I really
thanks.
enjoyed it.
What episode did you see?
I've seen several of them. I can't remember the names now.
That's okay. That's okay. It didn't look like me, that's for sure.
But I did see the one where Maurizio, I'm trying to.
You got it.
My southern
You
accent
got
makes
it.
it hard to say certain words, so I'm like trying to push past it. Where he eats a brownie and then he like
He's a
in a
pop
bunch of
brownie.
trouble. Yeah, and I swear I've been
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you were in that video, like when I was in California once. I think.
Venice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's
Venice.
Venice because I was right there because I remember
Yeah.
those
The
buildings.
boardwalk? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I remember that. Oh my gosh, Venice.
Yeah.
Like just walking in Venice basically made me feel high.
Oh, I know. It's like everyone's high in California.
Like people kept trying to hand me cars and they're going, "Don't panic, it's organic. Only $40."
Yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah. Like to get a card so you can get your prescription for weed. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Venice Beach.
And that was my first time in California. I was 21. I just turned 21. And I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Did you go for your birthday?
I just went with my best friend because we both wanted to go. And that was my first time traveling without family or anything. And it was fun. And the second time I went, I did go with family. But the first time, well, it was crazy. Like, we went to nightclubs and stuff, which is not my jam. I figured that out. But it was interesting the first time, like, just seeing everything and being in traffic and
Oh, yeah.
seeing all these sites you see on TV and in movies and stuff. And it's like, oh my gosh, I recognize that. Like, it's just so cool.
Yeah. It's good people watching.
And plus, In-N-Out Burger. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love it. I miss it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's still here. It's not going anywhere.
I've heard like the branches in Texas and Arizona aren't as good, but I'm like, California In-N-Out is amazing.
In-N-Out? I missed that part. I didn't hear what you said. Oh, yeah. In-N-Out's so good. Whenever we go on road trips, like when we went to Baja, we would stop at In-N-Out. You can't
And it's so affordable. Like, it's just.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I'll ship you some.
Don't think it'd be good anymore, awesome? But I'd appreciate that. Robert Payne wants to know what animated character that you liked as a kid would you like to play?
Which character?
Like an animated character you liked as a kid, like from a cartoon series.
Oh, animated. Mm-hmm. I thought you said MMA, and I was like, I don't know.
See, that's my accent. There it goes.
No, I was like, why would someone ask that? Actually, when I was a kid, I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I watched DuckTales, and I watched Looney Tunes. Those are my cartoons. Gosh, I would love to play a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, even though they're all men.
You could be April O'Neil.
Yeah, but I want to be one of the turtles.
Oh, yeah. One day they could make a gender-flipped turtles. They could. That's
a great idea. Yeah, I want to be Leonardo, or I want to be one of the, and I could do it like an Italian accent.
I'll bet.
That would be great. Yeah, let's do that. Let's pitch it.
Yes, let's do it.
Female Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I'd say that. I'd go with that. I'm gonna flip it on everyone.
Yeah, I would want to play Donatello, I think. So
there you go, guys.
We already got like half the cast.
Yeah, we just need a couple more chicks. It won't be hard to find.
No, we know. Well, you probably know way more than I do. I know a couple.
Yeah, we probably know a lot of the same people. We can get Kay.
And then Sissy.
Yeah.
And some other people.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll meet some more.
That girl won a BAFTA, huh?
I know. That's so impressive.
So cool. So cool. Her voiceover, it's amazing.
That's incredible. Especially since she was up against like Nolan North and I think she was up against Emily Rose and some other people, and she won it for Firewatch. That was amazing.
So awesome. That's awesome. See, that's very inspiring.
It is, and she's such a sweetheart too. So
Yeah. And she didn't start voiceover that long ago, right?
I think she just started a few years ago. So
Yeah, see? It's possible.
hmm And then Darth Vader wants to know who's your favorite TMNT character.
Oh gosh. Did I say Leonardo? I think I said Leonardo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you want to play Leonardo, so.
I'm gonna stick with that. That's my
And
final answer.
mine's Donatello. If you were asking both of us, I don't know if you were.
Yeah, no, he was.
And you mentioned you did some acting before you were into voice acting, which I
That's
saw
right.
creeping, doing research, that you were on Law and Order and The Sopranos.
Yep.
Like, what was that like to be like on a set filming those?
It's awesome. It's so much fun. It's awesome. Sopranos was awesome because I was a fan of the show. So to be in something that you actually watch is pretty cool. Especially when, it was the last episode of the whole series ever. And I was actually I tell this story a lot because I think it's so cool. I was in the last casting session that they ever had for that show. So when I auditioned, like everyone, there was probably like 30 people in the room. It was really crazy. And they shot multiple endings for the show to throw people off because everyone, it was like all super secret. And so I didn't know if what I was shot would be in it, but it was. And I got to meet everyone. I mean, like everyone was there that day. James Gandolfini, Edie Falk, all of them were there. So I was like, oh my God. It was so cool. And craft services were awesome because they're all Italian. So they have and I'm Italian. So they have like pasta and antipasto and like all this food. And it was awesome. It was pretty cool.
I've never had genuine Italian food, and I really want to try it.
Whoa, I can't believe you just said that.
Well, I live in
I guess
Alabama in a small town.
where's there gonna be Italian food there?
Nowhere.
Have you been to New York?
No, I haven't traveled much outside the southern states, which I really need to fix.
Well, you've got to go.
I know.
You can get some good Italian food in New York and also out here, and also in Italy if you really want to get serious about it.
I definitely need to leave the country once in my life, at
You
least.
need to. You need to go. Yeah, you have to. But yeah, that was super fun. I was really young. It was a long time ago, but it's really memorable.
It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've also provided voices for some TV shows other than Spider-Man, such as I noticed Guardians of the Galaxy, the TV series.
Yeah, I was in a couple episodes of that.
And then the Mr. Peabody and Sherman Show.
Yeah, so it was a Netflix series, which was so much fun to do. Everyone on that show is really funny. Chris Parnell is the lead of that show, and he's so funny. If you watched him on SNL ever, he's really funny. And then the lead of that show is like a 13-year-old kid, or it was at the time, and it's just like such a pro. These guys are so good. And the character was really outrageous and fun. She was a Spanish queen, Latin queen, and she was like over the top, really funny, and that was really a really good time. And everyone who was part of that show was really good.
Broken Pig wants to know, do you feel it's better to already be a fan of a project when joining it, or better to not know much about it and put your own spin on it?
I think actually there's good sides to both of it, because when you're a fan of it, you're like, you know a lot about it, so you can bring that to the show, but also you're more nervous because you really like want to be on it. So there's two sides to that. And then if you don't know anything about it, it's beneficial because you kind of just like, okay, like when I booked Spider-Man, I was like, okay, cool, I'm in this show. I didn't like really know, because sometimes they don't tell you what you're going to be on until you start recording. And so I didn't know. So I didn't put any pressure on it. So I was like, I was golden. But then if you don't know much about it too, you're kind of in the dark. So I think there's positives to both sides. So whenever you get that opportunity, whatever you do or don't know, you just use it to your advantage.
And like, since I read these film magazines and stuff, like sometimes I'll read interviews with celebrities and they'll be talking about a movie or TV show where they're playing a character that was in a book or a character that's been in a previous like film or television show iteration. And people are like, did you look to them? And some people will say, well, I read the books when I found out, or I watched whatever the previous iteration before I started. And then some are like, I didn't want to know anything about it. I just want to go in and put my own spin on it. I don't really care what people think. So
I think that's hard. I think it's hard, especially if you're playing a character that's been played so often, you know, like Spider-Man or whatever. It's hard because everyone's going to compare you to whoever the other person was that they like, or you even will have more pressure on yourself to be as like them. So I don't know. I prefer to not really have anything. So then you just really create your own thing without feeling the pressure. But some people, I think, maybe take a lot from that. I don't know. I guess it's different if you're reading a book and you're reading about the character, because then you have something to pull from, but you don't have a visual or a sound that you want to like copy, because it's never good to do that, I don't think. So I think it just depends on, like, you know, your personality. For me, I think it's better not to have someone to watch. Otherwise I'll be like, they're better. They're better.
Or
like Cat. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, or you'd be like trying to kind of like, maybe not even consciously doing it, but trying to like sound like them or move like them or whatever. Like, I feel like that add pressure too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. When I watch Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, I'm like, she's so good. She's so good in that. How could you even come close to what she did? I'm just like, well, but no one's really asking me to play Catwoman, so I don't have that problem. But it's the same idea.
I think you'd be a great Catwoman.
Oh, thanks. Huh. Something to think about. Maybe I should
Hollywood.
Hello, Catwoman, right here. Have a good meow.
Like, they were making Gotham City Sirens. I don't know if that's still a thing or not.
Neither.
But it was supposed to have Catwoman and Poison Ivy, so if that's still a thing, you know, DC, Melanie,
hello.
Catwoman.
I'll dress up in a black plastic suit. No problem. Easy.
And then her daughter could say, my mom was 2 superheroes.
That would be so awesome.
Well, Catwoman isn't actually a superhero, but get the gist.
Yeah. She's still powerful in some way.
Still a badass.
She's still badass. That's all I care about.
And Broken Pig also wants to know, what do you do to get into the zone for a highly emotional scene?
That's a good question. I think there's a different approach for on camera or for voiceover. I think on camera, you rely on whatever technique it is that you have, and people have different ideas of what they do. For me, with on camera, I will put myself in a situation, an imaginary situation, before I have to get into it to get me there, and then we'll have triggers for me. And then as far as voiceover, I think it's pretty similar, but maybe not as intense, because you only have one way to express yourself, and that's through your voice. So you have to tweak it a little bit for that. So I don't really have to like sit in a corner and be crying before a voiceover session. But you do have to like have your triggers. You're like, your toolbox of emotions and how you get to them easily without having to take a long time. I think, because in the end, voiceover acting is acting. So it's similar, but yeah, I think about dying puppies is really what I do. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I would not be able to do that.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't do that. I don't do that.
And then people in the comments are saying I'd be a good Poison Ivy.
That you would.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture myself in like green body paint in that bodysuit made out of
I think
leaves.
you'd look awesome.
I would love to do that, but I couldn't do it.
Do it and then do a podcast. Do a podcast like you're doing now as Poison Ivy. You get so many followers.
I would hope. I would need help though, because I can't even do my own makeup. So someone would have to come and paint me.
Yourself green. Get some leaves. Throw them on you. You're good.
No, in my look, I actually get actual Poison Ivy leaves.
Yeah. Get actual Poison Ivy. Get Poison Ivy all over your body, and your viewership would go right up there.
I'm sure. I'm sure what.
Alyssa really went out and got poison ivy all over her body. We were just telling her to dress up as the character.
This Jenny. Oh god.
I like it.
Awkward silence. No, I knew this would happen.
What? Awkward silence? Oh, no, I love the awkward silence. I like living it. I love it. You never know what's going to happen.
So when you're not acting, what do you like to do? Like, do you like to watch movies or read or sew or cook?
Well, right now I'm watching Stranger Things. I'm on season 2 of Stranger Things. I like to binge. I mean, if I have time, I'm like, I love a good show to binge watch on. I just love it. I was watching Veep. Love Veep. Advanced Principles, was watching that. So good. I like to just, because I'm so busy throughout the day, especially with the baby and everything, that at the end of the night to just chill is I like it a lot. I also really am into photography. So I like taking photos and then messing with them on Photoshop, and I'm kind of a geek with photo equipment and stuff like that. So that's another hobby. And yeah, I like to cook and do all that stuff, but it's hard to find time. So when I have like a little window, it's nice to just chill.
Yeah. Have you seen The Crown? Because I'm currently like almost finished with the first season of that, and it's so good.
No.
Like, it's so good.
I haven't seen it. Okay. I'll have to check it out.
But I'm really into like English history, Scottish history, stuff like that.
I noticed. I haven't seen, this is really bad. I have never seen one episode of, oh my God, I can't even believe I'm forgetting the show that everyone watches.
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I haven't seen one episode. It's really bad.
I know several people haven't watched it, so
it seems like a big
fine.
feat. A big feat. Like I have to start from the beginning, and it's going to take like a lot of my brain power to understand all of it.
Yeah, like right now there's so many episodes and so many characters. Like I got started pretty much when it was like first getting off the ground. Like the first season was released on DVD, and that's how I watched it, and then I caught up. But if I were to try it now, I'd be like, I'm just gonna wait till the whole series is over with and just watch it that way afterwards. Like,
yeah, I think my ADD would like kick in like major, and I'd be like, oh my god, what's going on? I'll give it a shot though. I keep saying I'm gonna give it a shot. I need a good chunk of time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're into fantasy, it's really, really worth it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
And then Broken Pig wants to know, for both of us, which female comic character do we feel needs to make a debut to movies and TV?
I mean, I would say Spider-Girl, but it's happening.
It's really hard because a lot of like the ones I love are already on TV or in
that's
movies.
That's how we know about them.
Like especially the CW, like DC universe, they introduce so many characters that are just like considered minor characters in the comics, but then they become like fan favorites on the show. So they're just constantly introducing characters. So it's kind of hard to think because there's so many that are on TV now.
Yeah, Betty Boop.
Like even Archie is on, which a lot of people don't realize Riverdale is based on the Archie comics. Like so many people don't realize that. But
that's a hard question.
It is really hard. Like that would take me a little bit to think about because I'm like, there's already so many on there.
Yeah. Gosh. We can't answer your question, bro. You gotta give us some time.
It's really hard. You should tell us who you think should be on there, Broken Pig.
Yeah, come on, Broken Pig. He's like, that's not my question.
He's like, oh, they put me on the spot.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Robert Payne says he hit his first 100 subs on YouTube. That is awesome.
He hit his what?
First 100 subs on YouTube.
What does that mean?
He got 100 subscribers.
Subs. That's awesome.
What did it sound like?
No, you said it right. I just was like, oh, subscribers, subs. Okay, got it. I know what subscribers are, guys. I don't know the YouTube lingo. Subs. Now I know.
Yeah, subs.
Yay, congratulations.
That's really cool. Like it's hard now really to reach 100, so that's and that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, no, it's definitely hard. Everyone's on YouTube now.
And then Broken
Even
Pig. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Broken Pig.
He was saying that Spider-Gwen and She-Hulk. Okay, why didn't I think of those?
Well, Spider-Gwen, she is on a television series.
I haven't seen it.
She's on Spider-Man.
Oh gosh, why am I need to fix this. I need to fix it. But She-Hulk, yeah, She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, okay, that's a good one. I like that.
Anyone else? I can't think of any at the moment for some reason.
How about we can create Zora? Female version of Zora?
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
I'm bad at this.
I am too. Is Gwenpool on anything?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
I'm just like asking the ether. Is Gwenpool on anything? I know
Someone will answer.
I know Gwenpool is in the new Lego Marvel game, but yeah. We're hitting almost the 1 hour mark, so guys, if you have any questions you want to ask Melanie or me, make sure to ask real quick. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your first time on Geek to Geek, Melanie. I know it was a little bit awkward.
See, it was not awkward for me at all. I think that we had a really nice flow. We hit a lot of topics. We talked about your demon voice. We both realized we don't know a lot about what female superheroes we want to be portrayed. We need to do some homework. But I had a great time. I would definitely do this again.
I
think that you should make a trip out here.
I really want to. I really, really want to.
I will take you to lunch.
That would be amazing.
There you go.
A real Italian lunch.
I'll take you to a real. Oh yeah, yeah. We also learned that there's no real Italian food in Alabama, so you need to come here. Yeah, yeah. We learned a lot. This has been wonderful.
And you're just so lovely, inside and out.
Thank you.
Great to get to know you. So guys, make sure you go and follow Melanie on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are in the description box down below. Make sure to check her out in all the games we mentioned and the TV shows.
Yeah, you'll see lots of weird videos on Instagram of lots of different things. I do a lot of weird, funny things on there, so enjoy.
But thank you, Melanie, for coming on, and I'm so glad that you actually came on, because I was like, what? I feel like I'm harassing her.
No, and I kept postponing because I kept traveling, and I'm like, no, I want to be on, and it's going to happen. So I stick to my word. So I had a great time. Thank you for having me.
And you're always welcome back whenever you want to come on. So
awesome.
If you ever want to come back on.
Yeah, definitely. We have something fun to talk about.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, for sure.
And we need to work on some stuff like that gender swap Teenage Mutant Ninja.
That's another thing we discovered. I think we have a good future together. I think we do. Yeah, we can pitch something out here.
And you have a babysitter now. So.
Yay, I have a babysitter. This worked out really great.
Yay! We were meant to be.
That's right. I knew it.
And you figured out you were actually in a British film magazine.
Yes, I didn't know that. That's so cool. I gotta find that magazine. I gotta order it.
I don't know if it's still in a bookstore anywhere or not. You probably found it online.
I can probably find it online. Yeah. Awesome.
But again, thank you, Melanie. Guys, check her out. And do you have a special goodbye you want to say?
Not really. Just goodbye.
Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming and for asking questions and hanging out with us. We had a blast, and you guys are the best. I love you, and we're going to go, but bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.